My name is Jessica Barwell, and this is my midterm project for IO psychology. Question 1. Jex and Britt mention the increasing advances in communication technology from 2010 to the present as a major influence on the field of organizational psychology. The most recent historical event, the COVID-19 pandemic, further advanced telework for organizations who had the capability to do so. Those who didn't, unfortunately, struggled. The pandemic forced the world into seclusion, but the work still had to go on. So organizations had to figure out how to do so. Working remotely was the result of figuring out this problem. Telework changed the way that employees communicated with peers, leadership, and customers. It also challenged the norm work environment. It prompted new research in productivity and socialization processes and tactics of new employees. Predictive research on the global workforce and employee skills and organizational needs have surfaced as well. As a result, the pandemic changed organizational policies on work arrangements and challenged work-life conflicts. Employees and organizations learned that employees can still be productive and engaged even working remotely. Additionally, diverse talent could be recruited and hired as a result of expanding the candidate pool to non-locals, introducing new skills and backgrounds to organizations. The Great Resignation of 2022 was felt by all organizations. The result of a mass exit created the war for talent, as we call it, and sparked new ideas on how to attract quality talent. COVID-19 changed organizational research, remote work, hiring practices. It impacted work-life conflicts and changed the process of socialization for new employees into the company. Question 2. The socialization process starts with anticipatory socialization before a student even becomes a student at Liberty. Students vet the program for compatibility and interest, perhaps requesting information from the program that they may want to attend. Liberty sends out emails to prospective students, encouraging them to apply, or they send out emails for completing financial aid check-in once they've been accepted and enrolled in classes. The continuous communication by the university helps keep Liberty top of mind for students when they are in the process of making the decision to attend. Now, once the student is enrolled online, Liberty University has communities for online students. The simplest form of connection is through the students' coursework. Professors have open discussion boards that allow students to talk to each other, and Canvas allows for communication with fellow classmates to assist with coursework questions or just to connect in general. In the School of Behavioral Sciences, this IO Psych class is one of the first that students take. In respect to Feldman's socialization model, students this early in the program would likely be in the encounter phase. Students are discovering their role as a student while also balancing other roles in their lives. However, students have support from professors, and this support allows students to feel confident. Between open communication and support to students, the School of Behavioral Sciences can successfully implement students into the program, creating job embeddedness. Question 3. According to Jex and Britt, conflict between work and non-work is unavoidable. The assumption of the work-non-work interface is that the relationship between the two is permeable. One can affect the other. Now, organizations can help reduce work-family conflict by implementing policies around flexible paid time off or flexible work arrangements. COVID really forced organizations to adapt to remote work, and employees were forced to adapt alongside them. Now that the world is seemingly returning to normal, organizations are bringing employees back to office. This is happening in my organization and within the entire insurance industry. With organizations bringing employees back to office, there could be consideration to make a change to PTO and work arrangement policies. Updating these policies in relation to the changing world could help support employees in the transition back to office. This could include having one PTO bank, meaning vacation, sick time, and holiday pay could be used interchangeably. Work arrangements could be flexible in the sense that if an employee needs to work from home on a specific day, they can. They don't have to take sick or vacation because they're not going to be in office. Remote work has really shown and given us the capability to do so. This flexibility allows employees to have some control over their life when life happens to them, reducing work-family conflict. Just as the world changes, organizations should be agile enough to update their policies accordingly. Question 4. Employee development is crucial to an organization's continued success and innovation. In the development of a performance assessment program, I would like to introduce techniques that could be used to evaluate employees as a comprehensive view of an employee's performance. This assessment includes the following 4 techniques: technical business key performance indicators, or KPIs, personal development, communication and collaboration, and innovation and problem solving. And I'm going to go into depth into each of these 4 and why they provide a comprehensive view. Technical business KPIs assess the, for example, number of claims handled, the time to claim resolution, number of requests completed, etc. These are quantifiable indicators of job performance, and they could help calculate return on investment for the company. Personal development is used to assess goal setting or completion, training completions, designation achievements, earning a degree, the list goes on. This allows for analysis of active development plans for employees, indicating the motivation to develop knowledge and skills that benefit the organization. Communication and collaboration assesses the level in which an employee effectively communicates with other parties to achieve business results. Now, this technique is subjective and it is at the discretion of the manager. Innovation and problem solving assesses the efficiency of time management, resolving business problems, or finding innovative solutions to increase business efficiency. Now, these 4 techniques provide a comprehensive assessment, because not only do they assess the efficiency of the employee handling their job tasks and responsibilities, it assesses their motivation to develop and grow in knowledge. It assesses business skills such as communication and collaboration and how they work with other parties. And it also assesses their innovative and willingness to just make things better and more efficient, which could help the organization in the long run. Question 5. Counterproductive behaviors are behaviors that counter or hinder organizational goals. Jex and Britt argue that these behaviors are deliberate. Employees intentionally partake in these actions that could cause harm to the organization or to the people within the organization. However, they do mention that direct harm or causing direct harm does not have to be the main employee's intent to engage in these behaviors. The important factor is the employee's willingness to just do the behavior in the first place. Some possible common organizational constraints could be low morale or low perceived support within the organization. Now, positive outcomes are associated with attitudes towards the organization, motivation, and involvement in the job, as according to the textbook. If employees have low morale or they feel as though they are not supported, they may partake in production deviance or withdrawal as 2 examples. Production deviance is the intentional attempt by the employee to work below their capabilities, meaning they're not working as hard as probably managers would see them as, meaning they're just working slower or they're impacting due dates. Withdrawal is more so the employee disengaging from the workplace. So they're taking longer breaks or they're leaving earlier before they're scheduled to clock out. Spector's 5-factor model explains that production deviance and withdrawal is a way for the employee to kind of get back at the employer, kind of like a, well, you didn't treat me fairly, so here's what I can do to kind of gain some of that control back. Low morale or perceived low support could lead to employees to partake in counterproductive behaviors because the motivation and the commitment to the organization or to a person in the organization are lacking.